going on, Jerome's? So it is mock draft season, and we love investigating all of these various mock drafts, and it's good to get more data, different perspectives on things. It's good to avoid groupthink as well, and also just seeing what could be available for the Vikings there at 24, as well as at 97, because the Athletic, Nick Baumgartner, put out a 3-round mock draft. Vikings sitting and picking. Sticking and picking at 24 and 97, and I'm pretty happy with how things turned out, right? So obviously, free agency is going to dictate what the Vikings end up doing in their respective draft pick spots, but the strengths of this draft, defensive interior and running back. Two great needs for the Vikings. It's awesome when best player available, need, depth, all matches up. And that's exactly what the Vikings are going to do. So, of course, at 24, it's a name that's been tossed about quite a bit. Walter Nolen. Walter Nolen, day one, steps up and changes the Vikings defensive line. Both his prowess against the run, both his ascension as a pass rusher. It just makes sense. So 24 is what the Athletic wrote. It's not impossible the Vikings or Chargers 2 spots earlier go with a running back, as both Iowa's Caleb Johnson, stud, and North Carolina's Omarion Hampton, stud. I think Hampton would be a much better fit for the power game for the Chargers, and I think outside zone-wise, Caleb Johnson would be a matchup. But I'm good with either one of them. They're rock stars, man. Would be a great fix in either scheme. Same time, the Vikings are in division with the run-heavy Lions and the Bears team that they just hired, Lions' old OC. More help over the ball is always needed. And Walter Nolen, 21 years young, 6'3", 293, former 5-star recruit from Memphis, Tennessee. 2021 USA Today High School Defensive Player of the Year, which is good. 2 years at Texas A&M, same defense as Shamar Stewart, Edgerrin Cooper, studs, Shamar Turner, as well, Nick Scorton. I mean, my God, man. Transferred to Ole Miss in 2024, 1 season with the Rebels, 6.5 sacks, 35 pressures, 32 stops, 91.6 PFF run defense grade, first team all SEC and consensus All-American. Not just first team All-American, consensus. All of the voters said that, hey, Walter Nolen is one of the best defensive tackles in the country. It's great to see, man. And just consistently disrupting things, and can play a myriad of positions, and they use them all over the place, both at College Station as well as at Oxford. So I'm ecstatic. I would certainly be more than fine with Walter Nolen at 24. Then 97 all the way down. Great running back class. And it's interesting. So they took Quinshon Judkins at 97. Now, Judkins, even though he played for Ole Miss, like they missed, right? So Judkins played for Ole Miss 2022, 2023, and Nolen played in 2024. It's kind of crazy. There's so many draft picks that played for 2, sometimes 3 colleges. Like, there's so much movement now in the NIL era. It's kind of awesome, but also a little bit frustrating, but it's good either way. And Judkins, his scouting report from NFL.com, Lance Zierlein, NFL comp, Joe Mixon. He's got that punch. Overview, Judkins is a productive runner possessing good size and great contact aggression. His running style is both urgent and a bit chaotic. He runs with good burst inside, but is more collision-based than wiggle-oriented when maneuvering through the lane. He's efficient on runs outside the tackle box, but he has a tough time outracing pursuit to create explosive runs. He is wired and built for a heavier carry count and short yardage success, but the disparity in yards per carry between Judkins and Trevion Henderson, his running mate at The Ohio State University, despite running behind the same line, is telling. Judkins might need to be paired with a slasher, but he has the ingredients needed to become a 3-down running back 1. And Judkins is 21, 6 foot 219, a little bit on the larger side, ready to clang and bang. Former 3-star recruit from Pike Road, Alabama. First 2 years at Ole Miss, like we said. Star out of the gates, 1,567 rushing yards as a true freshman in 2022, combined 34 touchdowns in his first 2 years for the Rebels. Transferred to The Ohio State in 2024. Paired up with Trevion Henderson, became the best running back duo in the National Football League. 1,060 yards rushing, 5.5 yards per carry, 16 total touchdowns, and basically they were a great 1-2 combination. And Judkins, I like a lot, and hell, this is a great running back class. And we said, honestly, if Genty, Johnson, Hampton, or even Henderson sneak into the first round, I don't think anyone bats an eye. Right, RJ Harvey is quickly becoming one of my crushes. You got Scattaboo, as well as Judkins in that mix. Sampson's definitely grown on me. Ollie Gordon the second. Devin Neal is in that mix. Brashard Smith, the tiny hammer. the speedster from SMU, and there's a lot. There's so many good damn running backs in this class. I mean, we don't even have 10 of them on the screen that have a draftable grade. It's just amazing, man. And the Vikings certainly need to take care of business and hammer down on a couple of these picks. Judkins in the third, I think, is fantastic value. Also, I think that they should and could swing around and grab a running back as a prior to UDFA, because UDFA running back in this class is going to be a running back that gets drafted end of the fourth, top of the fifth in most drafts. That's what's going to happen. But Judkins, I think that he does have the skill set to potentially turn into, especially an early down running back one. Does need to work on that pass protection a little bit, but that comes with the territory. And frankly, if the Vikings do bring back Aaron Jones on a cheaper deal, bring back Cam Akers and pair him up with Judkins, I think that's a nice three-headed monster for a running back by committee. And then Walter Nolen, he's just a dude. He's just a dude, man. I absolutely like Walter Nolen is what Sharif Floyd was supposed to be. And, shades of Kevin Williams as well. Just a true blue, rock solid, 3 down, good against the run, wreaks havoc as a pass rusher, a defensive tackle that the Vikings certainly could need. But anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. The Athletic 3-round mock draft, the Vikings hit a couple of needs. And it's good. And it's very good. Let us know your thoughts, our thoughts, comment section. You guys are the best you know what to do. Skull production value.